Overstate. I'm Cassie.
I'm Keegan.
I'm Christina. And you guys, so I have a story to share with you. I had a recovered memory this week.
That's risky.
Yes. And I wanted to share with you because I feel like you guys will have very similar stories.
Okay.
So I'm in the office and they're playing holiday music and some song is being sung by Bryan Adams. And so I'm right next to my boss who is close in age to me. And so we start talking about the song Bryan Adams.
Yeah.
Everything I do it for you.
Of course.
And then all of a sudden my brain like activated and I was instantly transported back to being like 7 years old, camping with my family, my cousins, like everything. It was like a big family camping trip. And dark around the fire. I made everybody be quiet and sang the entire song.
Oh, honey. Oh, God.
To my whole family. And I waited
You
for the
couldn't have
break.
picked a more uncomfortable song. Like, I mean...
I can't help it. There's nothing I want more. Like 7 years old. Die for you.
Oh, my God.
I lie for you. Walk the wild for you.
Also, I don't think that's a short song either.
No,
like,
it's
a
not.
pretty long song.
It's like 5 minutes long.
No.
And I made everybody around the campfire be quiet and watch me
Was
sing
it
that
acapella or
yes,
were you singing? Oh,
acapella. Girl.
Of course. Oh my God. So I just saw a TikTok that is perfectly spot on to this because it's literally this guy dressed up like and it's like when your teenage cousin wants to make a dance for the family.
Oh, God. This is what I did. This is what I remember.
We used to record. Well, I've told you this. My friend Sarah and I used to sit underneath my table and record like audio
tapes?
like just audio tapes of like telling stories or telling the news or whatever. But we were so
Gosh, but, okay, and I think I've told this story on the podcast before, but maybe not. I think I win because I tried to learn. I had Cats on VHS tape.
Yep.
Jellico.
I learned all the dances and I was going to have I was going to hold auditions, babe.
Okay.
I was like going to have neighborhood kids. We were going to do a neighborhood production of Cats. I hand drew posters for our production of Cats. That never happened. I managed to get like 4 people.
It's in
myself
your soul.
Included.
It's in your
and I was like, we can do all the parts. We can do it.
I want to be Rum Tum Tigger. Or Tugger, whatever his name is.
So fucking embarrassing. Like 4 kids in the neighborhood with 0 dance experience trying to do like jazz choreography.
I would give anything to watch that. Now thinking back, I'm just like, oh my God. Like, I wonder, are baby theater kids still a thing? Are they still doing this
they are.
cringe
They
shit?
are.
Yeah.
They are. Now they're doing it on TikTok.
Yeah.
They're not doing it for their like parents anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think.
They don't
They're
need to.
doing it. No.
They get that
They're
wide
doing it
audience
for the internet.
now. I watched a video the other day that I literally watched like 5 times because I'm obsessed with Les Mis and I love Can You Hear the People Sing? The one where they're in the fucking restaurant and the girl's like...
Yes. And like everybody's amazing at it and everybody knows all the parts. It's like, where the fuck is this restaurant? It's amazing.
Yeah, it was like a Filipino restaurant in New York. And of course...
there you go.
To say no more, right?
First of all.
Or like Thai, maybe. It was like something like that. But I was like, this is...
But karaoke is probably a big deal in their culture.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, like...
It was wonderful. I watched it literally 4 times. I think one guy was there picking up his carryout, had his full coat on. And he was like, he just grabbed the mic. It was so, I'm like, really? Everyone here is so good. What the hell?
That's the only way it's tolerable.
Oh, of course.
Is if everybody is fucking crushing it. Because all it takes is one person getting up there and being like a little flat. You're like, oh, this is the worst thing I've ever experienced. Being stuck in a restaurant. Or wasn't it, I think we talked about it on the podcast a few months ago, on the plane. What was she singing? Like Let It Go
like
or something?
Moana. It was like something
Oh,
from Moana or
God.
something. I don't even know that. Girl, no.
Yeah.
No.
No.
No, thank you.
Yeah, we've had some interesting experiences. We went to the local watering hole. They do karaoke some nights.
Amazing.
And,
What's that like?
it's really bad renditions of Cowboy by Kid Rock.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. That is not what I thought
I mean,
you were gonna
the
say.
bar isn't super high already. I feel like
Ay,
Kid
ay.
Rock isn't crushing it usually.
Yeah.
So, like, if
wanna
it's bad
be a
Kid Rock.
cowboy, baby.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
When you can't even find the rhythm there, and it's just like, oh my God. And then somebody else tried to do like Head Like a Hole, like
Oh.
9 Inch Nails. Oh, honey. I was like,
No, that is.
yeah, we're not coming back. This isn't our karaoke.
No.
I have to be
people.
honest,
real
though,
exclusive.
sometimes watching that kind of train wreck is very entertaining for me. It's like, I'm not going to get up and participate at that karaoke.
Oh, I
No.
am. And then
That's-
suddenly I'm a fucking rock star. And everybody's like, oh my God, you have such an amazing voice.
You're
And I'm like,
amazing. You sound just like Janis Joplin.
oh my God, you're so good. Thank you.
But I will go and like sit there and like snack on some popcorn and watch them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The two, you know, when it's like late in the night and it's like the two drunkest people at the bar sing Picture by Sheryl Crow and Kid Rock. And you're like, oh, here we go. They
Yep.
start crying halfway through.
Oh no.
Oh God. But it
You've
just
been
made me
looking for love all around the world.
Oh,
Some
no.
Judds. You got
it just really made me think like, you know, I was hoping that there are kids out there still doing like really cringe performance things. Like, I hope that's still a childhood
Yeah.
thing.
I need our Gen Z listeners to write in and let us know your experience with that, because I do think it's less than when we were kids, because I think that there is that fear of cringe that happened post millennials because of the internet and everything being so,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
accessible on the internet. So I don't know that they do it the same way we did it, but surely, like you have to go through, there has to be some form of an awkward phase for
Yeah.
young people nowadays. There has to be, right?
well, yeah, but
You
their
can't just
awkward
go
phase
from being
is like very public. Unfortunately, that's the difference.
I
right?
know. And that's what makes me sad. I'm like, you can't hold a group of adults hostage anymore and sing everything I do. I do it for you.
Well, you can. You can. It's a choice. You can do that if you want.
But it'll
and
be
I encourage
all
it.
over.
It is giving like
You're right,
incorrigible kid. Kids.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, it's true. You'd have to confiscate everybody's phones first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, because, that's not fair to put that up. A little 7-year-old you going viral on the internet,
Oh my God.
singing Bryan Adams.
We were so free though. We were so
Yes.
free when we were kids to be
Changed so
freaking
fast
weird.
though, because like then
Yeah.
immediately it was like fuck. It's like almost immediately you're getting like, as soon as you're young adulthood, everything's being filmed and recorded and
Some of these parents are like legit monetizing off their
It's
kids.
so
Oh,
gross.
100%. Yeah.
So disgusting.
We're
to
going
me.
to start seeing the backlash. I think it's already happened, but the backlash to that is going to be starting, because I remember when I was a kid is when mommy vloggers, that stuff was just starting to take off. And it started out literally as blogs where it would be like pictures. It'd be like they'd write articles and post pictures. And then it became like vlogging where they'd have these kids on video and stuff like that. And there was just, people just didn't think about the internet the same way back then.
Yeah.
And so they didn't think about the consequences of the fact that like your kid is going to grow up and they're going to have all of this stuff, private stuff about their life all over the internet for everybody to read.
Oof.
You know, their
It's like being
image,
a child
their
star
picture.
in some ways. I mean, like everybody
with less
money.
True.
Well, and with less guardrails in place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like at least the child stars, there's like a limit on how much you can film.
It's better.
There's a
Yeah,
limit.
it's better. But I mean,
There's no regulations.
but even some of the guardrails that were in place. I mean, you look at people like Will Wheaton. I mean, his mom and dad like pretty much like fucking stole all of his fucking money.
Well,
Same with
Culkin.
Macaulay
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Sick.
Oh, Jesus.
But
Ugh.
those laws, I think, have changed because of stuff like
Yeah.
that. But there's nothing for for content creator kids.
YouTube. YouTube
There's
kids.
nothing. I mean, I think that they're starting to. That's
I know in
starting
California,
to change, I think.
yeah, like I know in
Yeah.
California,
Yeah.
there's like new laws and guardrails put in place.
Well, look at the Ruby Frankie thing that happened.
my
We gotta put some,
Safety
things in
nets,
place to protect these kids. Yeah, yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Well, this is coming out, and we are entering Capricorn season.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I do love a Cappy.
This is
Gosh, does this
my
come out on-
time.
This
Christmas
comes out on
Eve.
Christmas
Yep.
Eve. Oh,
Yes.
Merry Christmas Eve to everyone who
Merry Christmas.
celebrates. Merry Christmas. Happy Chrysler.
Happy Chrysler. Happy holidays for everyone this dude, I literally every single person I know in my life is not traveling, not doing anything this Christmas season.
Yeah.
But staying put. That's never been the case. We usually do something over this, 2-week break that we have pretty much. We will usually go somewhere. We're staying
No,
close.
I think
you know what
everybody
I'm gonna
is,
do is my girlfriend and I are gonna get super dressed up and go to dinner on Christmas Eve.
Nice.
And then Christmas Day, it's supposed to be raining here, which for us is like the equivalent of a white Christmas, I feel like, in LA if it's raining. So
Yeah.
it's going to be raining. I'm going to probably spend like a quiet day with my cats in the morning. And then I'm going to go to our friend Bonnie's house that night and have a
fun.
nightcap.
Oh, great.
Post Christmas dinner with them. And that's going to be my Christmas this year. And I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm not sad about it,
No, that
Yeah.
sounds great.
This Christmas is just Eric and I, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Like, I'm going to do a bunch of baking. I want to do baked
Love it.
goods and give it to my neighbors and stuff. So I'm going to do a lot of baking. And I think, we're going to do a Rob Reiner marathon.
I
Yeah.
love it.
I thought about
Yeah.
doing
And
Rob
speaking
Reiner
of-
movies for our FMK, like our favorite, but like FM.
FMF.
Friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And along with that, we are going to release, we did years and years ago. So you're going to get some kind of vintage My Worst State recording. Because a few years ago we did When Harry Met Sally for the Patreon.
Fucking
So,
perfection of a movie.
Yeah.
So we're going to release that when we're going to take next week off of recording so that we can just have a nice relaxing holiday. And we're going to release that. So listen up for that episode next week.
Yeah.
Celebrating Rob Reiner.
No, it really, it makes me miss my dad. It makes me, like so many of his movies, are such an integral part of my childhood.
Absolutely.
Too.
Princess Bride.
Oh.
Yeah.
Stand By Me.
Stand By
I
Me.
know.
Jesus. I mean, like this was our childhood.
Yeah.
Let's
So
look up
good.
Rob Reiner movies
Okay.
and then we can,
Okay.
I'm down with that.
FMF.
FMF.
Okay.
Okay, so
I know what I'm gonna do.
Rob Reiner was so prolific.
I know. There's so many good ones.
Defending My Life.
Oh, yes.
That was he did.
I don't know that one.
Defending Your Life was he didn't direct that one, I guess, but he directed the documentary, the Albert Brooks documentary, Defending My Life. But Defending Your Life is such a good movie. It's Albert Brooks and Meryl Streep.
Oh, yes. Okay. Older movie. Yes.
Older movie,
Yeah.
from like the 80s. Okay, I gotta go with When Harry Met Sally. It's one of my favorite movies.
Okay.
It's probably in my definitely top 10, probably maybe top 5 if I really sat down.
Okay.
Yeah, for me, it's Princess Bride.
Yeah,
that was
and
like
that's
every fucking weekend growing up. I can literally recite it. When you put it on,
Oh, yeah.
it's like line for line.
Yep.
I still know
Yeah.
it. It's
That's going to be my rewatch. I
for
think.
me, just such a perfect movie.
Yeah.
Ugh.
The thing is, too, he's such a prolific actor as well. So he was been in so many things, you know?
I know. I saw a TikTok compilation of him from New Girl. He was Jess's dad in New Girl. It was so cute.
Yeah. I think I'm going to do Spinal Tap.
This is Spinal Tap? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
That's, I mean, what a
That movie is so
brilliant
funny.
fucking movie. Yeah.
All the rotating like drummers. They
Yes.
can't keep a drummer because they keep dying.
There's a sequel that came out this year, and I still haven't seen it, so I want to see it. I need to. All right, so we have When Harry Met Sally, Princess Bride, and this is Spinal Tap.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Ooh.
It's a
Dang.
little tough,
Yeah,
actually.
it actually really
Yeah.
is.
Okay.
I think I know what I'm going to do.
Okay, you go first.
Okay.
Break the ice.
I'm going to marry the Princess Bride.
Mhm.
I mean,
Beautiful. Just so warm.
Oh my God, it's
Lots of
everything.
adventure.
Yes,
Mhm.
there's
You'll never be
adventure.
boring.
Oh my God,
There's romance.
yes, it's perfection.
There's Mandy Patinkin.
That's Mandy Patinkin. Oh,
Remember, we've talked about this movie before, and it's like everybody's has the crush on Carrie
Ewell.
Ewes, however
Yeah.
you say his
Elwes.
last name.
Yeah.
Elwes. And me, I was always Mandy
Oh, me
Patinkin.
too. I was too.
Yeah.
And
So
we
high in
did.
that movie.
We
but also
posted
Fred Savage because hi, we're the same age.
because you were the right age.
Yeah.
Yeah, for that. Yeah, and then you got Andre the Giant, who's just lovely. Yeah.
Billy Crystal. I mean, it's fucking iconic.
Mhm.
I mean, and honestly, it will never make me feel bad.
No.
True.
Never make
That
me
is a
feel
movie
bad.
I could put on anytime.
Anytime.
5
I want.
stars. Yeah,
I
absolutely.
cannot. I'm not going to get bored with it. I'm not going to get
Nope.
annoyed by it. I'm going to fuck When Harry Met Sally because I feel like it's a chemistry. It's a
It
vibe.
is.
It's a
Ooh,
chemistry.
Yes,
That-
there's a
vibe.
build.
There's a build.
Yeah.
There's a tension. There's
Yes.
an enemies to lovers
Yes,
situation.
we love this.
Enemies to friends to lovers.
Exactly.
Mhm.
It's very vibes. And yes, so I'm going to fuck When Harry Met Sally, and I'm going to friend this. This is Spinal Tap. Are you fucking kidding me? Absolutely.
so fun.
Truly so much
The
fun.
best.
So much fun.
Yeah?
I'm tempted to fuck This is Spinal Tap because
know.
it's going to be fucking crazy.
Yeah, but
Oh my God, Fran Drescher in that movie.
I love Fran. I love
love
her
Fran
in The
Drescher.
Nanny. Oh my God.
Ugh.
Okay. Oh, this is hard. I could marry either When Harry Met Sally or Princess Bride,
Yeah.
honestly. There's going to be a little bit more. You know what? Okay. I'm going to marry When Harry Met Sally,
Okay.
actually. I'm going to marry them because I feel like it's more real. Do you know what I mean? Like Princess Bride is based a little in fantasy.
little?
That relationship isn't. Yes, that relationship isn't like tested. You know what I mean? It's like they have the adventure,
I'm
but it's
sorry. It's very much tested.
ROUSs. I don't believe they exist.
rats of unusual size, rodents of unusual size. But you know what? I feel like you're riding high on the adventure. Like you haven't settled into life. Like When Harry Met Sally, it's like those two are gonna get on each other's nerves, but that marriage is gonna last forever. Like they're gonna be like old people bickering with each other, but it's gonna be like the most like lovey. But it's loving, like, you know, and I
Yeah.
feel like that's real. I think that that's like real life. Whereas with Princess Bride, it's young
They
love.
almost
It's
ripped
sweet.
his body apart. I mean, the stretcher. There was real tension. They could have died.
Yeah, and then he's gonna hold that over your head for the rest of your marriage.
That he saved you from marrying the evil
Comforting.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna marry marriage. I'm gonna marry When Harry Met Sally. I am gonna fuck Princess Bride.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I feel like Spinal Tap's going to be a more fun friend.
Totally.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. Princess Bride, I don't really want to be friends with that. I mean, I would be, but they would be the friends who are just like
Chaos.
and all over each other all the
Yeah.
time. Like you're trying to sit in a booth with them and you're like a little
Okay.
uncomfortable, you know? Like,
Yeah. You're like, oh,
Yeah, and
we
I'm
get
just
it. You guys like fantasy.
Yeah, you're in love. Okay. Yeah. They're definitely going to the Ren Fair. They're dragging you to the Ren Fair. You know what I mean?
We know.
Not that there's anything wrong
We
with
know
that.
who we're talking about.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. There's no wrong answers here though. They're all, you know, golden movies.
Yeah, I'm going with Cassie with what you did. That to me is I'm gonna marry Princess Bride. It just is
It's a joy.
Wesley, the As You Wish.
Yeah.
I mean,
As you wish.
Wesley.
The Dread Pirate Roberts.
Yes, I like a bad boy. He got a bunch of loot. He quit. He was a respectable pirate.
You like a little mustache?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. So yeah, I'm gonna marry that. I'm gonna fuck Harry Met Sally. Yeah, I think that enemies to friends to lovers is spicy. It's fun. It's hot. And then friends with Spinal Tap, hanging out,
Yeah,
going
right.
to the concerts, getting
Oh, yeah.
lost,
Turning
getting
it
lost
all the way up to
backstage.
11.
Turning it all the way up to 11, being encouraged to make bad decisions. You're taking shots at 3 a.m.
Yes.
You don't know how you got there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Yep. Getting to play around with the Stonehenge
Yes.
figurines. I can't wait. I'm going to watch all of those movies this week, along
Nice.
with A Few Good Men
Yeah.
and
what a good movie.
so good.
Yeah.
And Stand By Me.
Stand by me.
I didn't realize Misery was his. Misery
Yes.
is
Yeah.
so good.
So
too.
good.
I think it kind of launched Kathy Bates.
Yeah.
It did, I
Really?
think. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
I think she'd
did.
been
And
doing
wasn't
stuff
she
for a long
nominated?
time, but that really, yes.
I think she won.
Yes, she did.
Won the
she
Oscar.
This is the one,
Yeah.
remember, that she thought she hadn't told her mom. Her mom's like a diabolical cunt. And her mom had her convinced that she didn't even thank
Yeah.
her or something, or that she wasn't happy for
Yeah,
her.
she
was
like
really
gas.
bitchy. She gaslit her own
Yeah.
self into believing, well, it's because I didn't thank her. And when she was in the interview, the guy was like, you absolutely did thank your
It
mother.
was almost heartbreaking to
Girl,
watch
I
that.
couldn't.
Like watch and knowing that those child-parent wounds
Oof.
never really go away, no matter how old you are.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
Kathy Bates is like 60 now. Like, you know, but
yeah. I mean, she was well
Yeah.
in her 40s, I think, even at the time. Or
Yeah, so she's
late
gotta be
30s and
older.
40s.
She's-
Yeah.
she's probably closer to 70
Yeah.
these days. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Wow. Well, we do have a new patron. I want to give yes. So I want to give a big. I almost don't want to say worsty welcome because she's been here
Yeah.
from the jump,
Yeah,
pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Stephanie Erakelian.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you say it, right?
Yeah.
Stephanie Erakelian, thank you so much for joining us. We know you, IRL. You're a real one. We love you. And of course, let us know if there's anything that you want to see on Patreon. We are happy to accommodate, and we love you so very, very much.
Yeah.
Yeah. What movie are we doing? Oh, we're doing Bridget
Jones'
Diary for January.
Yeah. We
Yeah,
just watched,
we watched
the most fucking diabolical movie ever.
It was so
Don't recommend.
bad. Dude, I am not on a very winning streak lately with movie picking.
It
I need
sounds
to,
good.
before
on
this?
paper, girl, it
on
was
paper. It sounded
it was
good,
so
right?
I mean, you got all the right ingredients. The soup
Right.
was all the right ingredients, but
Yeah.
the soup was turned up to a boil. And
Yeah,
never
you know what
stopped
I think it
boiling.
was? What I think it was, Cassie, is just like all the ingredients were good. They just maybe together they didn't make the best soup. You can't put just everything in the pot,
Yeah.
and just
No.
because everything is good on its own,
True.
it's going to be good together.
Right.
So home for the holidays. If you guys just want a chaotic listen for a movie that had no plot whatsoever, that will be up on our Patreon by the time this episode comes out. So
Yeah, if you're feeling really peaceful this holiday season and you're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You miss the chaos of home.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. You're
Put
like, I
this
can
on.
use a little stress.
Yeah, I
I
want
could
to
use a
feel
little stress.
very stressed out and uncomfortable. put on this movie.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
If you
I
are
want to
going-
get nowhere by the end of this movie. I want to travel not a distance whatsoever in terms of
Yeah.
resolve of any conflict.
If you want to ruin
then-
a date, this will do it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, this will do it.
Yeah.
This is not a good date movie
No.
at all.
This isn't a good
No, I was even
living
wondering
movie.
if you could turn it into like a drinking game. I'm like, could you turn it into a drinking game? But I'm like, I don't even know that anything happened consistently enough for you to turn it
No,
into
it's
a
just
drinking game.
chaos. Just
Yeah.
drink every time you're uncomfortable. You
Oh,
wouldn't even
God.
make it
On the
past
floor.
the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not even going to make it past the
No,
credits. Are you fucking kidding?
She makes out with her boss as soon as she gets fired in the first 5 minutes of the movie.
And her-
so you're
like,
uncomfortable
elderly
immediately
boss.
Elderly boss.
Yeah.
It's the most uncomfortable thing ever.
with no motivation
There's no-
whatsoever
and
to do
there's
so.
No, there's not a thing that motivates this. It's not like, yeah, he's good looking.
Listen,
What? No.
if this isn't a good ad for you to join us on Patreon and listen to us, this is what it's like. What we're doing right now is exactly what those movie episodes are like. So,
Well, you guys want to take 5 and then come back with stories?
Sounds good.
yes. And we're back. Okay, Cass.
Hey, okay. So this is another holiday story. It says, I worked at a small bar restaurant with a pretty cool people. It was family run and very low propensity for shenanigans or shit. We had our holiday party in a similar friendly operation across the street. It goes pretty good. All of us and our plus ones, mom and dad, are talking about how happy they are to have us. We get food and booze and good quality, and there's a great jazz band and a slightly long in the tooth burlesque dancer, and it's a good time. Amazing.
I love that.
I love this.
Love it.
Yeah, it's perfect. I love that. Like, too, they're like the owner. They just call them owners, mom and dad, because it's funny. The guy who brought me into the operation is a boyish 40-ish bartender who has recently taken to the 30-day cure after getting the DTs while trying to dry himself out. He's totally clean after that. His date that night was a very good-looking girl, around 25, in her killer dress. None of us know her. He ghosts after a while. I don't think he was very comfortable partying after while being sober. She gets hammered. We all notice, confirm with the hostess, aka the owner and bartender, that she's cut off and start getting her water. She's pretty sloppy, slurring, wobbly, and after a little, we notice that she's disappeared and the bathroom is locked.
Oh no.
After 5 minutes more, we start knocking. There's a response, but it's inarticulate, and we can't get her to open the door. Then she goes quiet, and we start quietly freaking out. We're talking to the owner. Is there a trick to the door? Do you have a spare key? Nope. Have you ever had to deal with this before? Never. How would you feel about me kicking in the door to get her? Well, it looks more and more necessary. As time goes by, the lights are on and music turned way down low at this point. I'm not usually the best problem solver compared to the rest of the crowd, but we'd all been drinking. The door guy, I never noticed that until I was this telling, helpfully pointed out that kicking the door won't do anything because it opens out.
Oh, no.
no.
You got to take the hinges off.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he asked for a hammer and a butter knife. Being an older traditional door, it takes about 3 minutes to pop the pins out of the hinges and take the door off. Homegirl is passed out, completely prone, flat on her face, but otherwise looks fine. Flat on your face in a fucking restaurant
In
bathroom.
a public bathroom. No. Oh my God. Like I just got chills.
Feel my
That is so
skin
freaking
off.
disgusting.
Bar
Got
bathroom.
piss particles.
Oh, it's
I don't want to be face down on my own bathroom floor.
No.
No.
I mean,
And I
and
clean
it's
it.
clean as shit. Yeah. I mean,
But
no. Especially prone.
I mean, I can say honestly at this point, I'm old enough. I don't want to be face down
yeah, in any situation.
on any floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she'd puked, but had mostly cleaned everything up. Music comes back, lights dim a bit. After the girls get her woken up and she's talking again, she's very embarrassed and crying, but semi-coherent
Oh, God.
and responsive. Whew, okay, crisis averted. Pretty soon, a bunch of us are out smoking on the street. I see the manager's wife making out with the drunk girl.
Oh no.
That's uncomfortable because I'm guessing at least one of them is not very sure what's going on and tastes of puke.
Oh.
Pretty sure
Oh.
we're all leaving. Drunk girl drapes herself across the manager. Everyone is scattering, and he's definitely the most with it. Tending to his sauced spouse and drunk girl. I hear later that they went back to their apartment, hung out until the dawn hours, probably a bit speedy, and had a threesome. They hooked up with a drunk girl multiple times after that. So yeah, that happened.
Fucking restaurant parties go hard.
Yeah.
Dude.
Restaurant parties go so hard. Like if you've never worked in a restaurant, it is the most like chaotic environment, like during off hours.
True.
Yeah. And the drama, dude, that's the reason why Vanderpump Rules was
True.
freaking good. I mean,
is anybody watching the news reboot?
No.
Yeah. I'm not interested.
No.
No.
I don't know her.
Thank you.
It's a different time, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, any restaurant will have like so much like backstory tea. This person used to date this person.
And it's kind of the only working environment where you can hear that the manager's wife was making out with a drunk girl.
True.
And then they went back to the house and had a threesome. And you're like, okay, that your manager did that. You know what I mean? Like
that tracks.
Because if you work in the office and you hear that your manager did that, everybody's like, whoa.
But yeah, for a restaurant, it's like, oh yeah.
That sounds,
that tracks.
That
Sounds
right.
like Jeff.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. This one is, I cannot wait for your comments, especially since the Coldplay couple is back in the news.
Oh God. I'm happy the Coldplay couple is back in the news because we were off during that time when that happened. So we missed the original conversation about that.
Yes. So would love to hear your opinions on this.
Okay.
It was a third date with a girl I met on Bumble. Things were going well, and we made plans to have Saturday brunch downtown. I knew she was going to a concert with a friend Friday, and I told her to have a good time. Next morning, I texted to ask how it was. She told me it was fun, but also, long story, she'll tell me at brunch about it. I said, sounds good. We ordered, and I asked her. She tells me that she usually goes to concerts with her married girlfriend, but her married girlfriend was feeling sick and couldn't go that night. So her friend's husband was willing to go with my date to it while her friend stayed home with their kids. His wife knew about it and agreed. Side note, no signs of this being an open marriage, rather an I trust you to situation.
Oh.
Okay. But I need to know what their relationship was like. Do you know what I mean? Because it sounds like this is just your friend's husband. It doesn't sound like this is also your friend. Like I've gotten a drink with Chris before.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Same.
Like that's
I would get
because I'm friends with Chris.
Right. I would get a drink with Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but that doesn't sound like what's happening here. Like this sounds like this is your friend and her husband has decided to go with you, which is kind of different and weird.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Before going to the concert, my date and her friend's husband left to meet with some mutual friends for dinner. Apparently, when they arrived, they walked into the restaurant at different times and after dinner waited for everyone to leave first so no one saw that they drove there together to ask questions. That's also weird.
It's also weird.
Like,
Very
weird.
It's really fucking weird. Yeah.
If nothing weird is happening, you don't need to be weird about it.
Yeah. At the concert, my date ran into her ex and his new girlfriend. She thought to herself she won the breakup because she was prettier, and her friend's husband, whom her ex assumed was her boyfriend, was better looking too. She intentionally got close and friendly with her friend's husband to play it up. Her friend's husband eventually figured things out and played along, especially given that they were not far from her ex during the concert. Apparently, her friend's husband was really digging the new role of pretend boyfriend during the concert as he was getting pretty handsy.
Shut your fucking mouth.
No. No.
That is your friend's husband.
Ew, even if, okay, listen, all fun and games, but I know you're friends with Chris, but this
Oh
is-
God, no.
right?
I
No.
wouldn't want that ever.
No.
Like that would be so uncomfortable.
It's almost gross to even think about.
It's
honestly,
gross.
I didn't want to say that. I didn't want to say
And
that because I'm not trying to be
I know.
insulting
No
to Chris.
shade.
But
Same thing, but I'm like, I was thinking about with like
Gross.
Eric. I'm like, I couldn't even do it with a straight face. I would literally.
Sorry,
and I,
no,
like,
no.
yeah, exactly. It's nothing to do with whether they're
it's
an
like my
attractive
brother.
person.
Like, get your hands off of me.
Yeah.
And going back to Home for the Holidays, they were like too touchy for brother sister,
Yes.
right?
Oh my God,
Yes.
yes. We didn't talk about that. You guys are getting an exclusive,
Yeah.
a non-Patreon exclusive right here because Robert Downey Jr. and Holly Hunter play brother and sister. And at one point,
I
he
thought they
goes
were
in
going
and pulls
to
the
kiss.
blanket off of her and she's in her underwear and he takes a picture of her. And I'm like, this
he takes
is
a
not
picture of her
brother-sister.
in the shower naked.
That's
This
right.
is not
Oh my God,
brother-sister
gross.
behavior.
No.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
No.
Anyways.
Anyway.
Gross.
Back to this.
Okay.
My date said she didn't mind though because he was handsome. At this point, she paused her story.
That's not the reason you should mind or not. Like
No,
you
that's not-
should mind because it's your friend's husband, you fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
Like,
You
Ew.
absolute monster. At this point, she paused her story to eventually say, but we could never work out. We have different parenting styles.
That's
what
why
are you fucking talking about right now? That means you've thought about
I hate her.
beyond this.
Oh,
What do you mean?
this is not a girl's girl.
No.
This is not a girl's girl
No.
at all.
Well, first of all,
this would be such a huge red flag.
100%.
Yeah.
First of all, the fact that she was like, I'm winning because his new girlfriend isn't as cute as me. That's fucking loser behavior.
Yeah.
It's fucking
It is
loser behavior.
loser behavior is the name.
The
of
name of
No, because
That's a great name for the
because
episode.
it is.
Yeah.
It truly is. To what a betrayal too. I can't even think about like being betrayed by your friend like that.
Yeah.
Would be like, not only is your husband a piece of shit, but like your friend, that almost like hurts worse.
Yeah.
Well,
You
and
know what I
your
mean?
friend who you obviously trusted. Like she trusted her friend and her husband.
no.
Obviously, like I guess it went without saying that
Yeah.
she would trust them to go out together and not be pieces of
Gross.
shit. You know?
Yeah. All of this was shared with me in a stream of conscious manner, and I asked no follow-up questions throughout or after. I was just kind of stunned that she thought all of that was socially acceptable to say on a third date. She gave no indication of being poly or anything until that point. Quite the opposite, in fact. It wasn't the cheating I was shocked by, but the casual admission of it to her date
Yeah.
the next day.
Yeah.
That's a person you can't trust because they have no awareness of how fucked up their behavior is.
Truly. Yep.
Yeah. I was low-key speechless. I definitely got the sense that more went on later that night, but neither wanted it to be said. The meal afterwards was civil, but not particularly warm. I told her the next day we should probably see other people. Yeah. No, I feel like she showed her true character, you know?
It's gross. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. Red
Yeah.
fucking flag. Ew.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
reddest.
Okay. Met a guy on Hinge and we hit it off well enough. I'm not one to wait around when it comes to scheduling dates. I'd rather get in there and see what I'm dealing with. So we agree to meet up for lunch. He told me that I can pick the restaurant. His only request is that it have an outdoor patio we can sit at. It was spring and the weather was nice, so I thought, why not? I make the reservation, and when I get to the restaurant, I see that he is there already and that he's brought his dog along. Okay, no worries. I'm an animal person, but this is something you should let your date know beforehand. What if I was seriously allergic? What if I had a phobia of dogs? I think that's totally
Yeah, it's
true.
valid.
I don't.
It's valid.
I
You
don't
should
think
say
you
something.
bring your dog to a date without letting somebody know that.
I guess so. I mean, it's difficult to think. I would be delighted. I'd
Yeah.
be like, oh my God, I get to meet a new dog.
I
but-
wouldn't even
Well,
care.
so,
You
I
so
guess
wouldn't
would
be there.
I.
Yeah.
Right. So would I, but I actually have a girlfriend who went on a date and he brought his dog. I think he did tell her that he was bringing the dog, but it was a huge distraction. So it was a first date and it was like they couldn't really get to know each other at the date. And also look, I don't get it because I love animals, but unless the person you're going on the date with explicitly says like dog person in their bio or something, don't bring a dog
as a surprise
to a date because you don't know. That person could be really allergic. That person could really, I know people who are genuinely scared of dogs. But it's good to know that right away, though,
I guess, too.
Yeah, but just tell them and then you don't even have to go on the date.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Okay. I approach him to say hi, and right away the dog starts growling. He jokes that Snowball is just jealous and overprotective. Okay. Throughout the meal, anytime I asked him a question, he would respond to his dog, not to me, sometimes in a baby voice.
Okay.
In fact,
this might have been a date with me. I don't know.
In fact, he hardly looked at me the whole date. When our food came, I ordered a salad, he ordered a steak. He would alternate taking bites off of his fork and feeding bites to Snowball on the same fork.
Still don't have a problem. I don't see it yet.
You are in public. What you do in your house is one thing. You are at a public restaurant. You cannot bite for me, bite for you on the same fork on a date. What are you doing?
Your mouths are cleaner than ours.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry. I know that technically they have enzymes in their mouth that make them cleaner, but it is hard when you've seen a dog just lap at their dick.
Or
Gross.
their asshole.
Yeah,
exactly.
To then be like, this is fine.
I've seen some of the shit my dog sniffs on the ground outside. I know.
Yeah. Those dogs that like eat cat shit and stuff. I'm like, I'm not convinced their mouth is cleaner than mine. Nope. I'm sorry. When he was finished eating, he placed the restaurant's plate on the ground and let the dog lick up the remains.
Yeah, you can't do that.
You can't do that.
No, you can't do that. I'm sorry.
When the server
health code violation for sure.
When the server returned, he informed her that we were done, but made no move to pick up the plate from the ground to hand it to our server. There was an awkward moment before she finally leaned down and picked it up herself.
That's so fucking awkward, dude.
We're done. You can take our plate away. She has to lean down and pick it up off the floor.
God. You're closer,
Snowball,
dude.
Yeah, Snowball growling the whole way. When she went to get my bowl, I tried to apologize with my eyes and signal to her that I did not know this guy and this was a first date. I'm not sure it got across. I hate that feeling when you're like, I'm with them, but I'm not like them. Yeah. Please don't let me in with them.
Yes.
When the date was mercifully over, I was ready to shake hands and part ways, but he insisted on walking me to my car.
You don't need to. We're good.
Yeah, I'm good. The walk was awkward, and when we finally got to the car, he mentioned that he had actually parked pretty far away from the restaurant in the other direction, and could I give him and Snowball a ride back? Against my better judgment, I agreed. During the ride to his car, Snowball started gagging, and before I could pull over, threw up steak, mashed potatoes, and gravy all over my dash.
Yeah, because you know what? Dogs aren't really supposed to be eating that.
They're not supposed to be eating that, and you're in a car.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, God.
No. He apologized and did a weak job mopping up with napkins. Disgusting.
God, you're trying to get like the McDonald's napkins
and
out
they're
of the
falling
glove
apart. They're disintegrating immediately
God.
Upon contact. Yeah. When we got to his car, I was practically begging him to get out. This didn't stop him from leaning over and trying to get a kiss.
What? Sir, my car smells like dog puke. I'm actually
which is the worst.
Both Snowball and I objected, and he finally got out of the car. I drove home with it smelling like dog puke and blocked him as soon as I got there.
I need to see pictures of Snowball. All I can picture is one of those like ugly old white dogs
that are kind of yellow.
That has like the big,
yellow,
the long mustache, and like
it's yellow.
Never can
they
get
never
quite
clean
white.
It quite.
Has the tear stains.
Yes, Snowball.
Listen, I love my animals so much.
I do.
I've been walking my cats in a stroller like they're baby children. I love my animals to pieces. I haven't tried with Matilda yet.
Wondering.
Oliver does. He's He's very curious.
Yeah.
Like he just like sits up and looks around the whole time. It's really cute. I want to take him to the park and like walk him around in the stroller at the park because there's going to be more like sights, sounds, smells, other animals to pay attention to. But so, I mean, no judgment that you love your animal so much and you want to take your animal with you everywhere.
Legit.
Right? I fucking get it. But this is not acceptable date behavior. I'm sorry.
Not at all. Not even the least bit.
My God. Someday we're going to get a date story with like someone being like, and she brought a stroller with her
with
two
the
cats.
cat in it.
And I'd be like,
Keegan.
Listen, I would warn you first. I'd be like, look, you're walking distance. I'm going to bring my cat with me, sit in the stroller. If that's a problem, we don't need to go on this date.
Yeah.
Yep.
We just don't need to waste each other's time.
You know what?
Okay.
Exactly. You're like, I'm not that hard pressed anyway. Never mind.
I'll choose my cat over you 9 times out of 10 anyway.
Exactly.
Like,
oh my God. Have you seen all the cat videos on TikTok where they have the glowing eyes and they have the Melania Christmas story underneath them?
no.
Oh my God. I have to send it to you. And does Santa like green? It's she's like reading some weird Christmas story.
No.
Does Santa have night vision goggles?
Oh my God. I cannot believe we're getting a Melania like documentary. Who asked for this?
No one.
Who asked for this?
It's going to be so camp. Have you seen the trailer too? Where he's
No,
like, did you
ma'am.
watch it? She goes, I did not.
Amazing.
I'm sorry, I do love that. That's hilarious.
Oh God.
If we could have a The Office style documentary about their relationship, the inner workings of their marriage, I would appreciate that. That'd be funny.
Oh my God. We find joy where we can these days.
That's true.
You guys want to take 5 and then we'll come back with the Tainted Love?
Sounds good.
Yes.
And we're back, and I have the Tainted Love for us today. So I am going to share with you the story of this one's a lot. Yeah, I don't even know. I mean, it's a tainted love. I don't know where to give trigger warnings on this. There's some child abuse involved that'll be mentioned. And otherwise it's a pretty fucked up story. So
Okay.
this is a story of Sarah Jane Hartsfield and her husband Joe Hartsfield. However, it is so much more than that. So let me just start with, it's Beach City, Texas, outside of Houston. Joseph Hartsfield, 46, father of 2. He's the 5th husband of Sarah Jane Hartsfield. Has a history of diabetes. Even though he wore a glucose monitor and, was monitoring it, he also kind of had a habit of not necessarily being 100% great about taking care of his, monitoring and taking care of his health, etc. He had a monitor, though, that even his wife, Sarah, was able to access. And through the monitor, was able to send her alerts. It's like able to like alert her, like if, there's anything going on. Apparently the monitor had alerted her that his glucose level had dropped dangerously low into the 40s. I don't know anything about this because
I don't either.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you might, because at least, like your dad had diabetes. So I didn't know if maybe, apparently this is awful.
Yeah. No, both mom and dad have it. And I still don't know like what like numbers are bad or
I don't
whatever.
either, yeah. But apparently low into the 40s is pretty bad. She apparently waited over an hour after these responses and to call emergency services. And when they finally did, they took him to the hospital. He went into a diabetic coma. He's unresponsive. That's what I'm trying to say. Investigators found 10 used insulin pens by his bedside table at home, which was also very shocking. On the 15th of January, 2023, it was reported that he'd passed, where she had reported basically on Facebook that he'd passed due to an ischemic stroke. However, the coroner's report shows that it was due to complications of toxic levels of insulin. Also, in the People article that I read, they had said, quote, she had deleted messages and a video showing her husband gasping for air that she sent to her daughter an hour and a half before she called 911.
Horrible.
Oh, that's going to make me cry.
It's fucking
that's
awful.
So terrifying.
And you sent that to someone? What the fuck is wrong with you?
God.
And you deleted the video. First of all, you took the video, but then you deleted the video.
So
but then
you knew.
left all the insulin.
No, she didn't delete it. She sent it to
right, but didn't it say that
daughter.
the video and the texts were deleted?
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
She
that's
deleted
where they
the
found
messages
them afterwards. Yeah,
exactly. But I'm like, yeah, exactly. You go to the whole process. Yeah, it's anyway. Sarah grew up in
her fifth husband.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I clocked that one too.
Yeah, I thought you might. Sarah grew up in foster care in Otterville, Missouri, which is about 100 miles outside of Kansas City. She was taken from her home due to some abuse from her birth family. So her biological family apparently was quite abusive. I didn't get a lot of details on that. So I wasn't able to find out specifically. It seemed like maybe physical, unclear. How there was apparently a Dateline that is nowhere in the world to be found. It's not on. I have Peacock. I have everything. And this specific episode is lost to the myth. Anyway, so I don't know. There might be more. If you can find the episode, I think the episode was called "And Then Along Came Sarah." Along Came Sarah is the name of it.
Hold up. Oh my God. This is on, there is a Dateline for this, and it is on the Dateline.
The podcast.
The podcast. But I tried to find this one because I couldn't remember what it was called. And you saying that, because I almost did this one because I remember listening to it and being like, holy
crap. Now
shit.
It makes me want to go listen to it because I'm like, shit, because I really wanted to hear it, or I wanted to like watch it. And I could not find it anywhere. And it was literally today that I was like, I wonder if the podcast, but I was like, so late.
Yeah,
anyway.
I did listen to it on the podcast, and I didn't save it because sometimes I'll save podcast episodes if I want to go back, and I didn't, and then I could never find it again. But I remember it because I was like, "That
holy
this
shit,
is bonkers!" Yeah,
it's bonkers. Okay. So the good news is there's tons and tons and tons of articles out there to peruse and find all this information. All of that, of course, will be linked on our footnotes or in our website. But so at any rate, she apparently had some abuse from her family. Her stepfather had also been in prison. I had read somewhere that it said that he'd been in prison for murder. And when he returned to the family, the mother had basically turned the daughter over to child services and was like, I guess she's yours now, kind of thing. Like, what?
Oh, Lord.
What the fuck? But her life with her foster family seemed honestly idyllic. They had a beautiful, little home, and, obviously she came from struggle, but it seemed like her mom was really, really willing to work with her. They did little family vacations at their cabin. There was it just seemed like, honestly, she was able to go to dances and have friends and it's a foster
it's so
family.
Sad.
But it's
when you're like a baby, how much your brain is still forming.
Oh, I know.
And things just get locked in sometimes,
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
She also had a 10-year-old brother, but her brother actually stayed with her biological family technically with her mom and the stepfather, right?
And I'm sure that doesn't cause any issues too. It's why didn't they want me?
Truly. I mean, that's gotta be that's gotta be some real abandonment issues. Mm-hmm. But when he was 10 years old, he was found dead off of the front porch of their family home. He had been strangled by a nylon dog rope that apparently he'd been playing with. It was ruled an accidental death, but basically he'd hung himself. I'm doing a lot of air quotes here because it's
God.
It's even the they were like, there's nothing we could prove that it's not accidental, but it was all the reports are it's very bizarre. The mother seemed to not really been affected, so there was a lot of weirdness surrounding this. She obviously in high school, very boy crazy. She meets her first husband, Titus. They get married in 1993. And they have years of a back and forth relationship, and infidelity finally is what ends their divorce. And her second husband was his best friend. So
just like our story.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Like
super.
You guys, there's so many people on the planet.
So many people. Yeah, I guess she didn't really venture out of that small town. In 1997, though, Sarah decided to join the military. Her foster mom that she was raised by was really shocked by this because Sarah wasn't necessarily somebody who loved rules and, kind of being told what to do. And the military is very much that. But she worked her way up to sergeant, second class, into an intelligence analyst position. She had high priority clearance and a 20-year career. I mean, yeah. So I've
been watching Homeland. I know what that means. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch Homeland. It sounds good. That's all I can say.
I think she works for the CIA, but she's an intelligence analyst.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's a big deal to have that kind of level of security. And I mean, that's big. During her service is when she met Christopher Donahue, who would become her third husband and the father of her 4 children.
I'm so sorry. I have to say, like, as someone going through a divorce, the idea of being married 5 times is bonkers to me.
I'll tell you,
that is not crazy.
As somebody that's on number 2, would not do again.
Oh my God.
10 out of 10. Literally,
Jesus.
No.
It's
I'm
just
very, very happy with number 2, but God forbid if something were to happen, not doing that again.
No. Oh my God. No. Like not just the dating, the getting to know each other, the getting married, all of that is enough in itself. And then like the process of getting divorced, a nightmare. Yeah. Like is never good, is never a fun time. And you're going to do that 4 fucking times. And then get married for a 5th time? Like,
I'm exhausted.
I'm tired. I'm so tired. Don't.
You can just like buy white dresses if you,
Truly. Yeah. Stunning. Nothing stopping you from going and getting like a ball gown. Yeah. You get one wild and precious life. Do what you will with it, but you're making shit harder on yourself to actually tie this up in legal paperwork. You don't need to do that.
Exactly. Sarah is very demanding and abusive with her kids. I think they all but say the word abuse. And I'm like, this bitch is abusive.
I think they do say it in the Dateline.
Do they?
Like, because she was physical with them.
That's the kind of language I keep hearing. She's physical with them. She's this. I'm like, bitch, you are abusive.
Yes. Yeah.
Abusive.
They interviewed one of the daughters in the Dateline. Yeah.
I watched an interview with the son, and basically one of them he was even saying he got so beat up, the belt flew out of her hand and so she started punching him.
Yeah, and honey, that's not discipline. That's not discipline. It's rage.
She had to go out. He had to be out of school for a week because he was so beat up.
Yes, they interview him in Dateline too.
Yeah, I was like,
I remember that.
Honey. And then so child services was called in a few times, but they basically were like nothing. They really did nothing. And she told the kids,
you're out of school for a week because you got beat so bad by your parent and there's no evidence of anything here.
Nothing we can do.
That seems bonkers to me.
It's wild. But who knows what she had been telling them, well, we do know that from his side of the story that he had said that it didn't matter what she said, her standing in the community was so strong. She had years of service.
If they were living on base, that would have been a whole other thing to have to contend with as well. Well, because it's a different society when you're living on base.
Truly. Yeah, exactly. And even too, so kind of a little bit of that as well is when she, I'll tell you about this later because it's kind of a postscript more or less. But even in the military, she was ruffling feathers. She had become like kind of over people, and the people that were working under her were like, she's diabolical. Like I cannot fucking work for her. People wouldn't have meetings with her without another person present. There were like so many things put into place, but it's the fucking military, and she's just moved around, you know? Oh, it didn't work out here. So she's good at her job. So let's move her to another place. By 2017, though, she had become medically discharged from the military. She had served overseas. Basically, it was kind of almost like a bit of a retirement, a medical discharge retirement.
My dad had medical discharge, and that basically is what it is. You get your pension early and all of that stuff. So,
but meanwhile, she was also dating. She's still married. She's dating another man. They're living, I think, in
Never let your husband stop you from
finding the man of your dreams, girl.
Exactly. I think they're living in Texas at the time. She's talking to another man in Missouri, and after 2 fucking years of her saying that she's going to get divorced, the volatility between them, they end up splitting. That same year, though, her and Chris Donahue finally do file for divorce. She then meets David Bragg, whom she had a long distance relationship as well with.
Oh my God. Wait, I'm sorry. So she had the one boyfriend in Missouri for 2 years. So she had the husband, then she had the boyfriend for 2 years, and she was also dating another guy.
No, she was dating the guy she was dating in Missouri was while she was with her husband. She's now meeting David Bragg.
Okay, so they didn't overlap.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, got it. I was like, man, girl, you're playing the field. Got a husband and 2 boyfriends. This is amazing. Okay.
It's not very clear. It seems I mean, even her foster mom was like, it was like she was leading a double life. She basically was, dating this guy in Missouri, but also married. And so it just was
the energy for that. Who has the time?
I want to take a nap every day. I cannot. Nap is my priority, not finding
and
a man.
And you have 4 fucking kids, bitch. What do you, how? Like, how? God. Meanwhile,
oh man.
So she starts dating this David Bragg. Again, it's a long distance relationship between her in Texas and him in Minnesota. He had moved to Minnesota. He was born kind of near like Newport News, like that area of Virginia, which is very brat country. It's very much where, very military base. He was also in the military. I don't know that it wasn't clear whether they met in the military though. But he'd moved to Montana. He's enjoying fishing, hunting. He wants this kind of rural, happy, quiet life. She ends up bringing her kids up there to move. It appears that she had left them up there to enroll in school with him.
Did she get the custody of the kids? Like
a million questions, right? So eventually she moves in with them, it seems. But they fought all the time. The son was like, it was like constant fighting. He's trying to separate amicably. And this is what he had told his father right before this happens. Sarah, apparently I just skipped the part that happens and go right into explaining her side of the story. Let's see. So, David ends up being shot by her. It's not a question who shoots her, who shoots him. It's very clear that she shoots him. However, Sarah said when she was asked about the shooting that her ex had come to visit the kids. So her ex, the Donahue, came to visit. David was furious and that she had, quote, taken a beating of her life, and that to make it out of the house alive, she had to shoot him. She had taken 2 guns into the house with her, saying that she didn't want to leave them in the car with the kids. It was clear that they were, the police, though, believed her, I guess, immediately, never pressed charges. They determined that she was, quote, facing lethal force and had not possibility of retreating from the threat. His family, of course, was furious because they're like, what the fuck? Like, she literally shot and killed our brother.
Yeah.
He's like one of 8 kids. So like, he's got this huge family. They're all like, hello, you fucking killed our brother.
She brought 2 guns into the house. I mean, to be like, well, I didn't want to leave him in the car with the kids. It's like, okay, why'd you have 2 guns with you?
Also, if you have 2 guns, ma'am, you are from the military. My dad was in the military. Guns are secured. And if they're in the fucking car, they're in cases. Those cases are locked.
They're locked.
They're not just fucking sitting around,
Loose guns.
around loosey-goosey in the fucking trunk. Like, what are you doing? It doesn't make any sense. And the fact that the police were like all shoulders, like, yeah, I guess that happens, you know?
She's the type of woman, though, like, I remember listening to it, and it's so apparent that she's lying when she's talking, but she's one of those people who a lie just slips out so easy.
Yeah.
And I think for people like that, sometimes if they're dealing with somebody, like it's the first time dealing with this cop or whatever, they lie so confidently that I think it's just they have so much confidence and self-assuredness in themselves that people just believe them. Like it's that grifter con man kind of way of behaving.
It's that if you say something like you said confidently, people just kind of
this is what happened.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Sounds legit.
And it's like Unicorn Girl, Christina, where they will just lie even when you're like, I have proof you are lying. They'll just keep lying.
It's like they believe it themselves.
I'm on the second to last episode, I think, where it's like finally starting to fall apart.
Where she's like, I have
talking
cancer.
about the twin girls. Like she had been saying this story for so long, and they were like 2 years old, and then she just confidently is like, "Oh yeah, I was 6 months pregnant," and everyone's like, "Huh? That's a big." Difference.
She tells different things to different people. She's a different age to everybody she talks about. That's but so when people call her on it, she's just like, no, I never said that. I said this. And you're just like, okay. How do you talk to someone like that?
Yeah.
you don't.
Literally
you move on.
Yeah.
You just
not
move on
admit
with your life.
that they were lying. Yeah.
That's so wild.
The worst.
But you know, and even his family is like, he's never had a history of violence. Why would he suddenly be violent toward her? Plus, he was in the military. If he was going to shoot her, he wouldn't have missed. He would have shot her. Like they're just like, this isn't believable in the least bit. But the police are like, yeah, but you know, if he was trying to shoot at her, you know, she didn't have any choice but to fire on him.
Yeah, but she says he was trying to shoot at her. So, I mean, what are we supposed to do?
Shrug. I mean, it sounds legit to me. So nothing fucking happens. 6 months after being cleared of the shooting of Bragg, she marries David Gregg. 6 months.
Wow.
California has a 6 month, well, I guess he died, so that's different. But like 6 months, California
but that
has
was
a
his
6 month.
fiance. So this was just
they weren't even married.
They weren't married.
Okay.
So this was the fiance that she shot. But they were going to be married.
6 months
6
is
months
no
later.
time.
No.
It's no time at all. You blink and it's 6 months later.
And like, listen, as somebody that did meet, date, and move someone in quickly, I don't have a lot of room to talk, but that's a very truncated
but you
time
also
frame.
Didn't just shoot your fucking ex right before that either.
You didn't shoot your ex right before that. You don't have four children,
kids,
and you didn't get married in 6 months.
No.
You didn't even get engaged in 6 months.
No.
So listen, I was critical of the timeline, but it wasn't like this. Okay, if you had come to Cassi, but okay, Cassi, if Christina had come to us 6 months and been like, we're getting married tomorrow, would you have been like critical of that?
I probably, I might have questioned marriage.
I'm not sure. I'm looking
months.
at you. I know. I think you would have been like, it's okay. She knows what she's doing.
She's an adult. When you know, you know. I think I would have been like,
I'm going to tie you up and keep you in my apartment until you change your mind. This is not.
You just throw a bucket of cold water on me.
Wake up.
Stop it.
Be serious.
Out of it. Husband number 4, they moved into a home that she shared with Bragg. So
I'm
moved
sorry.
him into the home?
Is that the home where she shot him?
Yes, the home where her son fucking cleaned up blood off their fucking floor.
I'm sorry. I'm calling my dad and being like, can I come live with you? Mom wants me to clean up her fiance off the floor.
Oh my God.
No.
Haunted for sure.
Yeah. fucking awful. So yeah, they move into that home. In April of 2021, the FBI become involved after Donahue, her ex-husband, files a restraining order against them when they find out from their adult daughter that allegedly Sarah wanted her new husband to travel to Arizona and kill his new wife. The reason in the fucking report, the reason for this was that so he would, quote, be too focused on grieving his wife that he would no longer want to fight for custody of their kids.
That is some twisted logic right there. That is some really twisted logic.
That's evil.
You're going to kill somebody?
They do have video cam footage of him coming to their door and delivering flowers. So David George does go to their home, delivers flowers, but he's like, I'm not fucking doing this. I'm not going to kill these people, like, for you. Sarah said
Weird enough, though, that he went there.
I know. Sarah said,
why would you even go?
Exactly. Sarah told him, though, she was like, you can't come home until you do it. David, feeling pressured, of course, he's like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. A week after the plot was revealed and the FBI got involved, Sarah did lose custody of her youngest children. They did file the restraining order. It was passed by the judge and they were granted custody of the kids. Thank fucking God. And she files for divorce. She's like, you piece of shit. You couldn't go through with it.
You wouldn't murder my ex-husband for me.
Yeah,
it's not
I
true
think that's
love.
part of marital vows.
No, I don't
Hers,
recall
maybe.
it in my vows. I don't recall it in my vows.
Yeah,
either,
it might
but,
be in hers, though.
a month after her divorce from David George, and only 3 months, girl, brace your fucking self. A month after her divorce from David George, and only 3 months. 3 months after they met, she married her fifth husband, Joe Hartsfield.
You guys, we don't have to, people are too lonely. And I've been lonely. I've been lonely in my life. I have never been marry somebody after a month lonely. Like that's fucking bonkers.
Oh, they knew each other for 3 months.
Oh, I'm sorry. They were old friends.
When you know, you know.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
No.
And
Keegan, you truly do have condiments in your fridge.
I literally, I still have stuffing I need to throw out from Thanksgiving. No.
Oh,
No.
Food safety. No.
I'm not eating it. I just haven't gotten around to throwing it away.
Yeah, you might want to do that.
No
today.
judgment.
Yeah. The family
it's almost as old as between her divorce and her new marriage. Like,
Yeah.
come
truly.
on.
Family, of course, his family was very unsettled. They had known about her, but they were like,
if one of my brothers, I swear to God, you saw me with Christina. I have 3 brothers. If one of my brothers came to me and was like, first of all, this bitch has been married 4 times. One of her husbands she may have killed. Another one of her husbands, I mean, not that they would tell me all this, but another one of her husbands she hired her last husband to possibly kill, and we're going to get married. We've known each other for 3 months.
No.
I'm not kidding. I would tie them up and be like, we're having an intervention.
Yeah.
You're sitting here while all of us tell you what a bad idea this is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Of course, the family's unsettled at how fast it happened. She had been introduced to the family. The family had liked her. I mean, whatever. She's integrated into the family well enough. But like marriage after 3 months, like you said, what the fuck? But the end.
How much can you like somebody after a month? I'm sorry, no.
I mean, truly. The end came fast as well, though. They apparently moved into their new home in Beach City, and being a little further away from his family didn't necessarily help the relationship at all. By that time, they're actually already spending time in staying in different bedrooms.
No. But they were so in love.
Yeah, but she was apparently on Facebook before this being like, cryptic, Facebook
Vague booking,
exactly, about like just, but mama's boy, and this is what you get, and da da da, like saying all this kind of shit. Then suddenly, after his death, it was like heartbroken city, and she's just like, oh, she's a widow now, and oh, she just can't believe it. Her life with her new husband was ripped away, and the life that they could have had together.
You waited
was ripped away.
hour. You waited an hour to call help.
Video of him suffering.
And apparently, according to the coroner's report, it had been 6 hours since his levels had tanked and everything started, truly. So after his death, like I said, she's like, woe is me, Facebook mourning. But it didn't take very long for the hospital was very much like, yeah, this is not normal. This is not just an ischemic stroke. This is not just some, oh man, this guy had diabetes. It was bound to happen and he died. This is, and he doesn't take care of himself very well. So this is just, this is shucks, bad. No, it's fucking poisoned. He was
murder.
Poisoned. Yeah. This is clearly more than just oops a daisy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And on October 9th, 2025, this year, Sarah Hartsfield was finally found guilty for the overdose murder of her husband, Joseph, and sentenced to a life in prison. Her own children testified against her. With the murder and the trial of her latest husband, a lot came out. Some of the things I mentioned before, but also some new details came to light during the trial. Titus, her first husband, and his girlfriend at the time had said that one evening they had smelled gasoline. She, thinking that it was like maybe her car or something, had gone out and discovered that their whole front house had been doused with gasoline. They saw Sarah speeding away, but it wasn't enough for the police to prove that it was her. So basically they were just like, oh, well, yeah, don't know what to do. Sorry about your house. During her marriage to Donahue, her estranged biological father also had come to live with them. So this is the man who apparently had abused her. I really wish I had seen this Dateline because maybe they had more information on this, but he came to live with them. She was under control of his medication. He died within 3 days of coming to live with him. Basically, he had nowhere to go. And she was like, oh, right. Yeah, I'll take him. He can come live with us.
What they said in the Dateline.
Oh, thank you. Please fill in this gap for me.
Was, we don't know whether or not he abused her. Like, obviously, we want to believe victims, but this was a pattern with her. Her foster mom would say later that she would accuse people of sexually assaulting her when there wasn't necessarily proof. And again, that's not to say it didn't happen, because when you've been sexually assaulted, your likelihood of being assaulted again is higher. So it's not to say she was lying, who knows, but it was a pattern. And given everything else in her life and the way that she would just lie about other things, there was a question mark there for people. Yeah. So that was kind of where that landed. So she says it happened. We don't know.
For sure. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But then she apparently, though, when he came to live with her, that didn't last very long. Like I said, something like 3 days later, he passed away, and everybody was like, yeah, no, it's, he's an old man. He died of old age. No big deal.
3 days after moving in with Sarah. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's also being looked in for involvement in her to her brother's death, as well as an arson at her grandmother's home. Officials in Minnesota also are reopening the investigation into the fire and death of David George's partner, so her fourth husband's partner. The sheriff said his office is re-examining the January 31st, 2018 death of Rebecca Kunza, 62, and the fire exactly 7 months later at the home of George, her longtime partner. Becky, as she was known, was thought to have died of heart valve problems, according to George. And, quote, after his sister's death, Dana Kunze said the family felt rushed within days. She had been cremated. All of her possessions had been donated, and services were held in a place that felt more like a cramped garage than a church. And that is a direct quote from an article that we have linked. After her arrest of husband number 5, there's also, again, been more investigation opened into the shooting of David Bragg. So there's a lot more under investigation. Now, if I didn't mention Keegan, I think there might have been another one that I might have missed.
I don't remember. I just remember this woman. It was like every single person she came into contact with. Yeah. And there was some kind of dispute about a property dispute. I don't know if it was her father's estate or her grandparents' estate.
Yeah.
Her grandmother's, yeah, where she set fire to his home, her brother's home. Like, I just remember this being the most banana situation, because it was like every person she was in a romantic relationship with, her children, her siblings, her parents, she just wreaked havoc. She was a walking tornado.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just rage.
Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine living with that. Of course, to this day, Sarah claims that she's innocent. She had nothing to do with it. It's fine, everyone. Everything's okay.
Wow.
It's all just one big coincidence that all this stuff keeps happening to me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the worst personality.
Yeah.
The worst. The people that are just like, no, I just can't understand it. That's the reason why, I'll listen to a podcast episode or something about it. And I think to myself, because I am an empathetic person and do strive to understand people or meet them where they're at. But, we joke about, I'm like too tired. But I'm like, truly, like, do you know how much energy it takes to not just hold a grudge, but then I'm like, you're buying gas. You're doing all this stuff. It just is bananas to me.
I barely have time to do the things I want to do. Like genuinely want to do, spend time with the people that I genuinely love and want to spend time with. Yeah. I barely have the actual time, physical time and energy to do those things. To add on top of that, holding these weird grudges, maintaining all of these different relationships. It's a choice. It's one way to live your life. I don't understand it.
Yeah. And how awful it is to spend your life just carrying all that fucking anger and rage inside you.
Not for me. Yeah.
It's just awful. And it's off. I think the most awful for her children.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
And the families of the poor people that were put in her path. Who acted on good faith and tried to invite her into the family and everything, despite knowing her for 3 months or whatever. And just all of these people acting in good faith with somebody that is a rage monster. Like an actual rage monster.
And I make jokes about like, I can't believe that you would get with somebody after a month or after 3 months. But that's what these people do, though.
Yes.
Like these people are so good at charming you and making you feel safe and making you feel loved and seen and understood and blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm not trying to blame the people who fall into the web of these people and make a decision to marry them after a month.
If it wasn't you, it'd be somebody else. This is a clear...
They're good at this.
Yeah, this is... Exactly. It's nobody's fault. No one's fault except for hers. Full stop.
Yep.
Full stop. I mean, she has clearly... And, like I said, and you know what? Listen, abuse or not abuse or whatever she went through in her childhood...
It's no excuse.
It's not an excuse. You're responsible,
you're responsible
for yourself.
For figuring your shit out, dude. You got to go to therapy. Figure that out.
So, that's a
good one.
Awful story, but I was just like,
they might have pulled that down because they're working on. It's kind of almost like the thing about Pam. Do you remember they had like 4 different datelines about it because the case kept getting updated as they found out more shit about
right.
Maybe they did because I couldn't find it either. So maybe they did take it down.
They did just because she did just get sentenced as of the 26th of October. So maybe, I mean, that's how I found it. I'd actually had it been sitting in my in one of my tabs. It's been sitting in a tab in my phone for a while because I was like, I saw it on something and I was like, oh, I need to know more about this story.
Wow.
Well, thank you for sharing that. I actually hadn't heard anything about it. So that was brand new for me.
I just remember listening to the Dateline and being like, there can't be more. There can't. Oh, she tried to burn down her brother's house. There can't be more. Oh, she shot somebody else. Like I was just like,
when I saw the number of articles, there was so much out there. But I still, and that was the one thing I couldn't find. I kept trying to find because I thought I saw it on something, and then like that I initially where I'd originally seen it.
I bet Christina's right. They're going to do a Dateline original series probably about this.
Yeah. There's enough
That's a good point.
That I'm sure that they pulled it down to retool it. So. Yeah. This is as good a time as any to let people know, like 4 actual journalists, like Skip Hollandsworth from Texas Monthly or The Atlantic or The New Yorker or something like that. Go and support actual real people doing investigations and journalism. And
so many articles being written by AI right now. So many.
Yeah. And I mean, in our own, I guess this is like our fun hobby that we're doing, podcasting. There's AI podcasts now. I want to say thank you to everyone that listens, that shares episodes, and that joins our Patreon, that writes us, all of those things. It means a lot. And I think as we get into the AI age, it's just going to mean more and more to support art and creative endeavors that are done by real people, because it's just going to get more and more drowned out by AI slop. So thank you to everybody that listens.
Yeah,
definitely.
Well said.
Yeah. And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Chrysler. Hey, what are you guys watching this week?
Oh, it's just more Homeland for me. I really just literally my whole watching history is just Homeland and Real Housewives. Homeland and Real Housewives. That's all that's happening.
You've turned into me. I used to be the Real Housewives person, and then you really took the torch.
There's a season, right?
Yes,
because my shows are on right now. Like I am a Salt Lake City, Potomac, Beverly Hills bitch. And that shit right now is when all 3 shows are on. So I have like 3 glorious days a week where I can, tune in to catch up on my stories. Yeah. And when I'm not doing that, I am watching Homeland. I will say right now I'm like mid season 4 on Homeland. Seasons 1 and 2, I don't know that we can beat them. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see. But it might be one of those shows where like the first 2 seasons are the sweet spot. I'm still enjoying it though.
Good.
I'm binging Mad Men.
Oh,
I never watched it before.
Oh my gosh, that show is so good. I was telling Christina about this when we went to dinner. Mad Men is such a good show. I'm so surprised that neither of you watched it when it was on.
Yeah, I think I was still like Shadowbox and stuff like that. So I think I missed it. Christina Hendricks is one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in my life.
Her skin is made of actual porcelain.
And I actually wish that style would come back of dress.
I told you this at dinner. Look,
that is a very flattering silhouette for a body type like mine.
Wear what you want. I don't care if it's in fashion. Or in style. Like if that looks good on you, it looks good on you. And it's going to look good on you whether or not people are like, that dress is not in vogue right now or whatever. All they're going to see is like, what a stunning woman in a beautiful dress. So I say if you want to wear that shit, you wear that shit.
I might. I'm going into the year of health is the intention. and that encapsulates mental health and how I'm feeling about my body. So it's definitely a makeover year. It's about feeling good in my skin.
Yep.
Especially as somebody that's going into perimenopause, where I really do not feel like myself a lot, and it's very difficult to ascertain like what the fuck is going on with my body. That's gonna be the focus for me for next year.
Well,
so I
hey.
may just get a bunch of vintage dresses.
I'll
and
go shopping with
it.
you, girl. Let's go. And I want to give a thank you. We posted that picture of us at dinner, and somebody reached out and just said that they thought that your gray hair looks so good on you, and I totally agree. I think I think it's so awesome that you decided to just lean into that, and it looks really, really great and powerful and strong. So
looks really good. I'm currently reading. I'm in read mode. I'm on my 7th book for the month. The 3rd book for this week. I read a really good like fantasy book called Direbound. And I'm really pissed off because I realized it's the first book in a trilogy and the second book isn't even out yet. And it's not out until May. And I'm like, why have I done this to myself?
I hate that.
And then I read 2 spicy novels that I sent to you already. I'm reading them out of order, but I loved her writing so much. This is the first time I've read Kyra Parsi. And I started with Hate Me Like You Mean It. Girl, ladies.
Ooh,
I'm sweating. I'm just sweating thinking. I just read the second book, so I'm doing it in a reverse order. I read book 3 first, and then I read book 2. You can read them separately. The characters kind of flow into other things, but it's not
doesn't
like
matter.
the Anna Huang
Inconsequential.
books too. Yeah,
exactly inconsequential. Failure to Match is the one I just finished. Girl, I'm like about to read her entire like
oeuvre.
Exactly. Like she's got I think 5 books total out. I'm like,
well,
girl,
I could use that. I'm having a dry spell, so great.
Well, I'll tell you what. I told you when I read Hate Me Like You Mean It, I swear to God, I was like, I think I might need to take a shower after one of these.
Girl,
scenes.
you sold me on this.
Whew.
Is it on Kindle Unlimited? Because I will download it immediately. Okay,
yes,
girl. All right,
girl, I'm doing it.
Tonight. I just finished my book yesterday.
Here's the thing
so I'm ready.
that you're gonna love about it. The writing is actually really light, and so it's witty. There's witty moments, and the banter is funny. There's like little failure
I
to
need
match.
that in an enemies to lovers. I need that.
Exactly. They're enemies to
Banter.
lovers, but it's like it's very well done. I think that the book is well done. So
I know what I'm doing over my my
And
break
it's
from
original.
work.
Me too.
yeah. It's very original. I think you'll find that obviously the tropes are similar, but some of the storylines is very original.
To go with what Christina was saying, support, independent authors, support people doing the real shit out there.
It's right.
Yeah.
I love
Fuck
it.
that
Okay,
AI slop.
I know it's gonna get rainy here in LA, and I'm gonna curl up with my smut
Perfect.
book. That sounds great.
So Cassie, you're having something delivered in the next few days, but let me tell you, it's very, very difficult to ship
anything
things
overseas. I know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But there was a bookmark I really wanted to send to you. Those like I'm reading smut right now.
In case you think the cover of this book is just like a cutesy, because they're always like the cutest animated, like look so innocent books, and they're the filthiest shit you've ever read in the world on the inside.
And it's got everything you like. Christina, specifically, the dirty talk.
Oh, shit. All right. You sold me. I'm doing it
Okay.
immediately. If
Okay.
not sooner.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
She's spicy.
Okay.
She's spicy. Text me later. Tell me what you
Okay, I
think.
will. If you guys have a book that we should read, if you have a terrible date story, or if you just want to reach out and say hello, go to our one-stop shop of a website. It's myworstdatepodcast.com. And we love you so much. Cheers.